Okay, before we begin, I just wanted to let folks know that the Cunningham Town Board meeting will be held next week on Monday, December 9th. And then next week, we also will have 3 hearings. One will be for the Cunningham Township tax levy, another for the City of Urbana tax levy, and then the 3rd hearing will be related to an annexation. So that's all coming up next Monday. Tonight, we also have 3 meetings, and so we'll get started as soon as the clerk is ready. Okay? First is a notice of a public hearing of the Urbana City Council. So will the clerk please call the roll?
Council members Brown. Here. Hazen.
Here.
Hersey.
Here.
Jacobson.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Wu.
Here.
Mayor Marley.
Here. Next up is public input, and this is a hearing related to the sale of bonds for the Cunningham Children's Home. Is there anyone wishing to address the City Council related to this topic? Okay. All right, I'd like to read the notice of the public hearing. This is hereby given that the City Council of the City of Urbana, Champaign County, Illinois, will hold a public hearing on Monday, December 2nd, 2019, at its regular meeting time of 7 p.m. Pursuant to the requirements of Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986, as amended, to consider the proposed issuance by the city of its not to exceed $7 million aggregate principal amount of capital improvement revenue bonds, Series 2019, the bonds. The proceeds of the bonds will be loaned to Cunningham Children's Home of Urbana, Illinois, an Illinois not-for-profit corporation, the borrower, and will be used to finance and refinance, by refunding certain prior obligations, the acquisition, construction, and installation of land, buildings, furniture, fixtures, and equipment for an education and recreation center and a residential treatment center at 1303 North Cunningham Avenue in Urbana, Illinois, hereafter known as the project, and to pay a portion of the costs of issuing the bonds. The borrower wishes to have the city issue its bonds to finance and refinance the project, including but not limited to fees for credit enhancement or liquidity support for the bonds. The city is a municipality and a home rule unit of local government and is authorized and empowered by the provisions of the Industrial Project Revenue Bond Act, 65 ILCS 51174-1, as supplemented and amended from time to time. The bonds will be payable solely out of the revenues and other funds pledged for their payment in accordance with the loan agreement relating to the bonds and is not a general obligation of the city. Okay. And again, I'll call again. Does anyone wish to address the City Council for this hearing? Okay. Seeing no public input and no further business before the council, this meeting is adjourned.